Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds and a Podcast. Spooky season! We are officially in spooky season for the last few episodes. Today, we are going to be talking about an old movie, but a good movie, and that is The Purge.
The Purge.
Pew, 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 pew. Fireworks and whatever else Americans do, you know,
And
gunfire.
guns. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so we're gonna be mainly talking about the first Purge, the original Purge from. I didn't realize it was from 2013.
Yeah, it's old.
Bruh, that came out my freshman year of college. That's crazy. We're gonna be talking about 2013. That's the only one I have watched.
Me too. I don't think I've actually. Well, I may have watched the second one, but like, there's like I think 5 or something, and I haven't caught
Yeah,
up with
there's a
those.
handful of movies, and I didn't realize. I believe it's on Hulu. There's a show.
Oh,
Because when I was trying to find where out of all the streaming services I could watch The Purge,
just nowhere.
yeah, nowhere on any streaming service could you watch it for quote unquote free, like
Mhm.
with a subscription.
Yes.
And I didn't have enough time to deep dive into the internet, so I did unfortunately have to pay real people money to watch it. It was $4, which I think is crazy to rent a movie. You have 48 hours to finish. You have 30 days to
Yeah,
start
that's
it and
crazy.
48 hours to finish it. And I'm like, that's stupid. I should be able to have it for the whole month. Like,
You would
that's
think.
crazy.
You have
Anyway.
exactly 48 hours.
Yeah.
You better watch it quick, okay?
From when you start it. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm gonna sit and watch it right now, so like that's not a problem. But whatever, Apple, it's fine. And I only did Apple because I didn't have to type in any of my credit card information.
That's
It was
fair.
already in there. I was like,
That's
it's
fair.
fine.
You're like, I don't want to deal with all that for this movie.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that this movie had Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke, for whatever reason, right now in my life, he's everywhere. I'm just like, I feel like I never saw your face. And then I watched one movie with you and Pedro Pascal, and now you're everywhere. Now he's like at every turn. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great actor. And he was phenomenal in this movie. But I'm just like, where are you? And then his wife in this movie is played by Lena Headey, aka oh my god, what's her name from Game of Thrones? Cersei.
Oh, right.
Except in this movie, she's got a freaking
like a
dark
short
black bob.
Yeah.
And
That bob.
not that the haircut could have been better. Like it was like literally like freaking Pulp Fiction bob.
Yeah.
Like it was just like you go to Spirit Halloween and you get a bob wig. That was her haircut in this movie, which does nothing for her. I've seen her in short hair. She looks great. Not with this haircut. Also, I think the like literally box dye black was maybe a little too dark.
Yeah.
I think a dark brown would have been better. I know that's not what we came here to talk about, but I just have to put that out there. But yeah, when I saw both of them, I'm like, you both are in here? And you're playing a married couple? That's crazy. Also, you know what's funny is because this is the first time I've ever seen The Purge. So I have to remember that this came out in 2013 because their little prologue thing was like the year is 2022, and I was like, oh, we're in it. We're living in the Purge timeline.
Right, this is Purge times as we speak. Like it could happen at any second.
And unfortunately, like it unfortunately is too real right now.
It's teetering a little too close to that line.
Yeah, we are definitely. They got a little too close to the sun with this take in here. I did like the fact that this takes place. I'm assuming it's California. It looks like California. They mention LA a lot, so that's why I'm assuming it's California.
Probably.
also, like, a lot of, like, their little, like, news clips that they play kind of, like, in the beginning credits and the end credits, is always they're always bringing up, like, it's an attack on poor people, and I'm like, "Okay, I can see that point of view." Um, I just think it's crazy that the quote unquote new founding fathers were like, you know what would save this country? 12 hours of just like outlaw times. Like, no, like just murder people in the streets, murder people in their homes, murder people wherever you want. It's fine. But also, like, it's really crazy that there's also no emergency services. So, like, what a heck of a time to like break something or have a heart attack
Yeah, that'd be
because,
bad. And like
like,
what if
good
yeah, like
luck.
if you yeah, that would suck. If you didn't have anything to do with the purge, you just dying.
Yeah, you got stung by a bee somehow. Like, good luck. I hope you have an EpiPen. Like, sucks to be you. So, like, that's crazy. Also, it's kind of wild that it's like the evening hours. Like, I mean, I guess people lock themselves in their house at night and then most normal people will sleep through it, but still kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um I don't know if it's because this movie is by Blumhouse. I wouldn't classify it as necessarily like I mean, I guess it is a horror movie. It's like a
It's almost like
horror
a psycho
action
it's like a
psycho
like
thriller.
thriller, yeah, like a
Yeah. Like I
yeah.
would say it like more like an action thriller than it's a Blumhouse movie. I don't know if we've said that already. So that's why I'm like, it's very dystopian.
When did
Eh,
Blumhouse even go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna look up
Um
some stuff.
okay. Yeah, according to the International Movie Database, it's a B-list horror movie, which makes me giggle a little bit. It's dystopian sci-fi slasher horror slash thriller. The slasher horror I get. There wasn't for being about murdering people for 12 whole hours. There wasn't in this one. This is like the beginning. This is like their baseline. So there wasn't actually like, don't get me wrong, people die and there is stabbing and shooting in this movie, but it was a lot less than like less intense than what I thought it was going to be. Like to me, Terrifier was more intense than this
Oh yeah.
movie.
Yeah, this one I think it's more of like the concept of the purge
Yeah.
is like what cuz again, like I've never seen the other one, so I don't know like how different they get cuz there's just like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
There's like
I
the first
feel
purge, there's like all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like I don't remember which one. I thought one of them, like, it was like a 24-hour time span. I didn't when they said 12 hours, I was like, 12? That was it? But I mean, maybe they're all 12. I have no idea. But this one was 12 and I was like, okay, interesting. Um But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I really enjoyed the kind of like, again, background, like news that you were hearing because it was like, crime is at like less than 1%. Or no, crime is almost like non existent. And then like unemployment is at like 1% or something like that, which is crazy because like today here in our Lord and Savior's year of 2025, like unemployment is absolutely insane.
Mhm.
So like I can't even imagine having a world where unemployment is that low, but also like the reason it is that low is because everybody's dying.
Yeah,
And
cuz
so it's like
they be killing them.
yeah, so it's kind of interesting that they picked I would say a upper middle class teetering on upper class family to focus on in this movie. I get why they did because then they have that like weird like we're safe, nothing will ever happen to us. But then of
Mhm.
course both the children just like fuck over the family.
Yeah. She's like,
Like,
"Come on in to our house. It's fine."
yeah, like the one time that there's an older sister in the movie, she makes the dumbest decision where her stupid boyfriend is like, I'm just gonna sneak back into your house and I'm gonna quote unquote. The second he was like, I'm gonna talk to your dad, I was like, there's gonna be a gun, isn't there? He's gonna kill him. Like, that's what's gonna, like, he's like, we're gonna be locked in the house. He's not gonna be able to, like, do anything besides listen to why I, an 18-year-old boy, should date you. I'm pretty sure she's like 16 or 15. So, we're already in like creep territory a little bit because, she's like literally in probably one of the skimpiest school uniform skirts I have seen in a long time. I'm like, I don't know what school you're going to, but I know that skirt is not in dress code in 2013. Absolutely not. Maybe today, but not 2013. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, he's gonna murder the dad, which, fabulous. We love that. I actually was not expecting the boyfriend to die. Like,
No.
that was crazy. Because literally the second that he came down the stairs, I'm like, he's gonna shoot him now, isn't he? And then they had like a good old like standoff situation where there was bullets flying and the boyfriend got hit, and I was so angry that the the daughter was just like, "Oh my god, Henry, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Bruh, he just shot your dad." I mean, luckily he didn't actually shoot him, but like he shot at your dad. You're gonna tell me right now that you're gonna pick your boyfriend over your dad? That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Teenagers.
Yeah, no kidding. And I'm like, I would have literally turned around and like punched my boyfriend in the face because he just shot at my dad. Like, we ain't have that, not in this household. Absolutely not. And then the son, the younger son, I knew, like, he's like, it's not his fault. He's very protected as a child. I mean, he's like what, 14, 13, somewhere in there. He's young. But I was like, he's definitely sheltered, even though he literally said in the beginning, like, yeah, we went to school and they taught us about the purge. And I'm like, did they though? Because, like, if he goes, I'm imagining he goes to a private school, so they might know a little bit more. But if he went to a public school, absolutely not. They're not telling you anything. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then he saw the quote unquote homeless guy. I don't know if the guy was actually homeless, but that's what the group of people that wanted to kill him kept calling him. The second he showed up on the camera, I was like, please tell me that this boy does not know the codes to the doors. And he did. And he opened them. And I was ready to not only strangle the child, but I was ready to strangle Ethan Hawke as well because I'm like, I get, like, that you should have written or put them somewhere where the kids could find them, but they do not need to have that memorized. Like, that like until they're like 17 is like a no-go for me
Mhm.
because I think that's just insane. But yeah, and then they let him in the house, and I was like, okay, he's gonna get. And then Charlie, the child, kept helping Mr. Homeless Dude. He's like, I'll show you a spot that you can hide. And then his sister was like, I don't know where anybody is, but she found his little like RC car that has a camera, and she's like, you stay safe. I'm gonna go into your hiding spot. And I'm like, you literally doomed your sister, my guy. Why would you hide him there? Why would you, like, put him in the attic or something? Why would you, especially if the only other person that knows about that place is your sister and she is not in the room with you? Don't hide strange men in there.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Not at all. But it was a very good movie. I actually very much enjoyed this movie. I don't know if I'm going to watch any of the other ones though. I've heard the second one is literally when it starts like going downhill real quick.
Yeah.
So
I wonder which one the like little water show was based off of. Cuz I
I
know
don't know.
there's like some where they wear like little neon masks, I think. Cuz like in the first one they have like That's, like, one
The
of the, like,
creepy.
signature yeah, is, like, the little creepy mask looking
Yeah, it's
thing.
like a humanoid
Yeah, like, when The
kind of
Purge, like
mask
when I remember, like, when that movie first came out, like, those masks were, like, everywhere that
everywhere.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Um, and then, like, I know the more recent ones, they've had, like, different masks, so those are, like, more, like, in style, I guess, I don't know,
Yeah, like
in
that's the
Purge
newest
fashion.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um I think it's the Purge election year. The like Lady Liberty one was really popular when
Oh,
that was
yeah. Mhm.
2016 when that one came out, and I was like, "Ah, okay, so that's like they had like the light up Lady Liberty
Oh,
and the
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
really creepy like founding fathers situation." I don't know. I'm trying to find which one has, cuz like even at horror nights you could get the light up purge mask.
Mhm.
Light up purge mask.
And I think that's, like, when you were going through, like, the Purge section in the trailer tram,
Yeah.
they had, like I don't know, maybe not, I don't remember. I don't know.
So it looks like they're in two of the movies. So the Purge election year with the Lady Liberty one, um I was one of them, and then actually in the Purge Anarchy, which was the movie before that one, they had the other ones such as like the I think they had a green and a blue
Mm,
one.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
But yeah, so like they sell those at horror nights that you can pick
And
up.
Spirit, I think, too, sells
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, Spirits kind of had them for like a long time. Like that's just like one, it's kind of like the Scream mask where
Right,
it's
like, it's
just
kinda
become
like
like
a
a
signature at
staple.
this point, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like an easy like I don't know what we're going to be. It's an easy single costume, it's an easy group
Yeah.
costume.
Let's be the
Um
Purge.
yeah, and like you're bound to have some kind of fake weaponry around the
Yeah.
house if you one dress up regularly or two know a cosplayer of any kind. You just pick a weapon, any weapon. It's
Yeah,
fine.
pretty much works for anything. Yeah, I like the concept of like the like Purge, like the first one.
Yeah.
It's like it's like okay, that's kind of cool. They may have overdrawn it out a little bit with like 5 movies.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I could think of that would be kind of interesting is to see different classes perspective because like we
Yeah.
have we have the section of again assuming LA that they're in a gated community. They all have security systems. They had these weird like neighborhood politics which come into play towards the end. But like I because there are a lot of again the news clips are always saying, "Oh, it's like a war against the poor kind of situation." I would I would imagine at some point they probably go into perspective of somebody who is homeless or is
Mhm.
in poverty or in like, something that would be considered like lower class.
Mhm.
So I think that would be interesting to see because they're like, oh, poor people can't afford to like protect themselves and things like that. But like, I don't know if y'all have ever come across like a homeless person who thought you were looking at them funny or thought you were going to touch their stuff, but they will fight you.
Yeah.
It's like they
And
have
if
no
you give them a
problem.
weapon, they will use that weapon.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, they'll just like blunder you with whatever they have in their giant shopping cart of junk and then take your weapon. Like they will figure it out faster than you could even comprehend.
I wonder like cuz all crime is legal
Yeah.
for 12 hours. So like I wonder like what percentage like in the Purge universe of stores get robbed versus like
Oh,
murders or something.
yeah. I would
Cuz
imagine a
like listen,
lot.
I'd be like out there robbing the Hot Topic or something. I'd be like this is all my
No, not the hot topical.
I'm like, "Is this all
Yeah.
free tonight, baby? I just have to
Yeah,
risk my life."
it'd be literally like I would like come pull up in front of your house and be like, "Get in, we're gonna go to Costco."
"We're going. Let's go.
Like
Get
we're
in."
stocking up for the year on laundry detergent, toilet
I couldn't
paper.
even imagine the aftermath of the purge.
Honestly,
Like
it's like, see, and that's the crazy part because, like, so the founding fathers were like, we're gonna give you 12 hours where you can just be absolute animals, and this is gonna like help balance humanity. But, like, I mean, I guess job security if you're in any kind of cleanup service
Yeah.
and also security service, but like, I just feel like it would be so much work. And also, I too like again, I get like with the jobs that like people are getting murdered. So like now is like everybody like short staffed? Like do I now have to work like a
Right,
double
like
like
who got murdered last night and is not coming in for their shift today?
yeah, like can you imagine coming into work and being
Oh
like,
my
"Yeah, Jackie got murdered, so she's not coming in today, so you got to cover her." And I'd be
god.
like,
I'd be
"Heck
so mad.
no." I'm like, "That's her fault for dying, not mine."
I'd be like, "Listen, I already survived the night, okay? I'm not working a
Yeah.
double. Hell no."
See, and then too like if it was because Casey and I both work retail, so, like, if the purge happens and do I have to go to work the next day? Like, do
Yeah,
we
like
is that like
how
a
does the
is that how
aftermath
we
work?
observe the quote unquote holidays? I get the next day off and then I have, like, 24 hours to not think about anything purge related and not be scared for my life?
Yeah, also, like, I feel like the streets are gonna be crowded, so you probably are gonna
Yeah.
have to,
And then, like, there's bodies everywhere, like, right?
yeah,
So, like, I don't
I would
wanna
imagine.
like, I don't wanna go out there and see that. Like, me, Jamie, would not want to like, I don't wanna drive through the pile of dead bodies, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely don't get
I don't know
paid
if they really
enough.
thought this one through
Yeah,
fully.
see, that's why I'd be interested to see from, like, other perspectives. Cause like, honestly, if they haven't done one from a retail worker perspective, I need them to do that.
Yeah. The Purge retail edition.
Retail edition. Cause like I need to know like how you think that would and not like high end retail, not like security like I'm talking like literally like the hot topic worker who
Yeah, and
gets
then what if
paid
somebody robs your
$16 an
job and then, like, the
hour.
next day you gotta, like, deal with all that shit? Hell
Yeah.
no.
And then I wonder too, because like so like anytime like loss prevention in most companies has to like come up, they start dumping money into like loss prevention measures and then so they start cutting the budget like in payroll and stuff like that. So it's like are they is like that why like jobs are up because they're like, "Yeah, we don't need you to like work for us full time. We just need you as a clean like is it the cleanup crew division of America just like popping off with the purge?" Like
Probably. They're
you
probably
work
getting
like
overtime and, yeah, all that.
yeah, you work for like a couple of weeks to clean up the aftermath of the purge and then you just don't have to work the rest of the year? Like
Probably.
how does that work? I need answers. I need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they do explain it. Maybe we should watch other movies. Maybe they maybe
Yeah,
they
maybe they answer all of these questions that we got happening, but we
I'm like,
won't
these are the
know.
real questions of the Purge, okay? I don't care about the other stuff. I need to know what happens after because that seems
Yeah.
like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Also, I think too, just like it would be scarier knowing how something like that plays out with somebody who's living a more similar lifestyle. Like, I do feel like if we lived in the Purge universe, like, I think like my particular like family unit, we could afford some security, but I also live in a town that like you don't even step foot onto anybody else's property because they will shoot you
Yeah.
without question.
Everybody here
Uh,
got guns. This is
yeah,
America.
America and like backwoods America.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, but like if you like lived like somewhere like, I mean, I know you're not much more of a city than I am, but, like, you're, like, more in town than I am, so, like, how would
Mhm.
that work? And you live in an apartment versus me who lives in, like, a house, and, like, how does protection for apartments work? Like, do you
Right.
have to, like, is that, like, an extra, like, expense every month? Like,
Right, can I get an amenity that, like, protects me from the purge?
yeah, like, is that, like, one of those things, like, when you're apartment hunting, it's, like, a requirement that they have protection in place?
Purge protection. Yes,
Purge
must have.
protection? Is that, like, an insurance that you have to pay for? Like, house insurance, you gotta have purge insurance,
Right,
like
because this is gonna really determine where I'm gonna live, like, if I'm gonna
absolutely.
like, if I'm gonna die in the purge for no reason, I need to, you know, live in the
Yeah.
boonies, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, and then, like, too, like, does that purge protection, like, if my Gojo and Geto Funko Pop get damaged, am I gonna get money for
Yeah,
that?
am I getting
Like
reimbursed? If they
yeah.
steal it, am I getting reimbursed?
Yeah, exactly. Like, am I gonna have to write down every single Funko Pop that I own for insurance purposes?
Yeah, like, I need to know because this can't just be, like, you know, all willy-nilly. There's gotta be some lawsuits going on here or something.
Yeah, and then, like, what happens to, like, what like, cause like, a lot of people park their cars outside, especially if you live somewhere like LA, like, that's the only parking there is street parking. So, like, would there be, like, a parking garage that's, like, a purge-free zone? What
Also, like, what
happens
would happen if your car gets damaged, like, during
yeah,
the purge?
like,
Like, is
all
did
your
the
windows get
insurance
shot
claim?
out.
Are they like, "Oh, we don't cover purge hours, sorry." Like, and then you're just
Yeah.
fucked? Like, you just because all crime is legal, so, like, does
Like,
insurance
they could
cover
steal
that?
your car. Yeah, they could not only steal your car, but they could wreck your car. They could, like, leave a dead body in your car. Like,
The possibilities are endless with the purge.
yeah. And then, like, so let's say somebody steals your car. Do I still have to go to work the next day if literally my mode of transportation is gone? Because
Yeah,
I'm
or
not
like
walking in the street full of dead bodies.
yeah, also, like, yeah, we just purged, I'm not feeling great about this either, like, I don't wanna be
Yeah.
out here.
Like, does the rest
Um
of the world get, like, the week off and then the cleanup crews are like, okay, it's our time to shine? Like, what happens, like, I get what happens during the purge, but what happens after the
Yeah, that's like the
purge?
most important. I really that's the key takeaway from this
Yeah, these
movie
are
is
the
what
real
happens after
questions.
the purge. Like what and then like I bet you like emergency responders are probably back on it,
Oh,
hustling and bustling
immediately.
immediately.
I wonder, like, for them, like, I would imagine it would be, like, an all hands on deck situation, but, like, if you're tenured enough, like, if you've been working there for, like, let's say 5 years is, like, a good benchmark, can you, like, put your, like, name in a bowl with other people and then, like, 4 of you out of, like, 20 of you have to work that shift? Like, is there a way to get out of, like, purge duty? You
Or
know?
is it like black is like the Black Friday of
Mm.
like of like you know
Of
what
the
I mean?
emergency
Yeah,
services
the
world,
emergency
yeah.
services where it's like, no, you have to be here because we're gonna be busy as fuck.
Probably. It probably is that.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
it's
like,
like
because
the
I'm sure, like, dude, I bet, like, I'm like acting as if it's real. I'm like, dude, I bet
yeah.
at when the bells go off, those 911 operators are
Oh,
packed
man.
full.
They probably that's probably what most of the world does. Like, they're like, "You can volunteer to be a 911 operator the day after the purge, and we'll pay you X amount of money." And I bet you everybody's like, "Yes, absolutely." Like, that's the one time I will go to work after this holiday is if I get paid boo boo bucks. Um,
Yes, because I
but
bet
yeah,
the second they turn those on, they are
nonstop
flooded.
ringing,
Yeah.
nonstop. Like, they probably just turned the ringer off because you're just literally going to be answering phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call. Especially, like, this is like listen, America is giant compared to a lot of other countries. Can you imagine, like, a countrywide anything, first of all?
You probably have like a power outage at that point.
Literally.
Like a
Like,
yeah.
Like, I just like, literally just from the emergency phone calls alone, you would probably just, like, break all of the telephone lines.
Yeah. All the data centers
Yeah.
would just
There'd be no
combust.
internet because it would be gone in, like, an instant. Just
Yeah.
it'd just be in the void. And then
Yeah,
also
I don't know, the
too
purge. Listen, I'm not saying that the purge is a bad idea. I'm just saying the aftermath does not seem reasonable
worth it.
enough for, yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem worth it
Yeah.
for 12 hours of crime.
Yeah, and, like, there it's kinda funny in the back again, news background information that some people are like, it's a necessary evil, basically, because, like, people have all this, like, pent-up rage and stuff like that, and I'm like, "Okay, I mean, yeah, it's like some people, mostly a lot of men, have a lot of, like, pent up feelings. I don't think murder's like the answer to that, but like I
Not
thought it was really
typically.
interesting in the movie that at the end when like we think that this family is getting saved by their neighbors and their neighbors are like, "Well, now that that other group that was trying to kill you is all dead, it's our turn to kill you because you you have this giant house because we gave you all of this money for a security system and you just think you're perfect, blah blah blah." And I was like, we're really getting into neighborhood politics? Like, that's the crazy part.
Right,
Like,
like imagine you like didn't even like know you pissed off your neighbor and then the purge
yeah,
comes and they're after you.
yeah, and they're like, you die tonight because I hate you because you I bought you cookies and you didn't say thank you, or like whatever the
Yeah.
lamest reason there could be. And I'm just like, I was looking at this lady who literally was like, "Well, you think you're just perfect." And it's like, listen, first of all, you didn't have to buy the security system from Ethan Hawke's character. You didn't. He sold you on it because it's a good security system, unless you give your child, who is not emotionally responsible, the passcode and then let strangers into your house. But if you don't have a problem, it's a good security system. But like, and like, I feel like when you're a salesperson, that's what you do. You start with like your friends and your neighbors, and then they tell their friends and their neighbors, and it just kind of like spreads, and that's how you like your business gets going. So I was just like, why are you mad at him for succeeding at his job?
How dare
Like,
you?
yeah, like if you didn't want to support them, then don't buy the security
Right,
system.
like you didn't actually have to do that, you know?
No. Or why didn't your husband get into the security business and then like try to rival him on trying to sell your neighbors and friends the security system? Like, it was such a what's the word? It's
Unnecessary.
stupid, but like it's just like a worthless reason. Like, I can't believe out of all the things to be mad at somebody about, you're mad that they are richer than
Right, like,
you.
is this what we're doing right now?
Yeah, and it would have been one thing if they were just, like, richer because, like, they kept, like, inheriting money, or they, like, owned a company and didn't actually work, they just let other people do the work, then, okay, sure, you can be mad a little bit, I guess, still. But, like, this man went to work, worked long hours, put all of the time in so that his family could have this amazing home. Like, he was working, my girl. But also too, I wonder, like, because it's like in America, right? So do people just like leave the country the week of the purge?
They just flee to Mexico or Canada. Me, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
cuz
like, "I'm going to Canada, guys."
yeah, cuz like that's what I would do. I would just leave. Like, this is our
Just a
yearly
little
vacation.
yeah, we're just gonna take a few days out of the country. I ain't
Yeah.
staying here.
Yeah, cuz then you would just like you would buy a good security system, lock up your house, go elsewhere and not be murdered, and then come back, unfortunately, to streets filled with dead bodies, but you wouldn't be dead, your family wouldn't be dead, hopefully none of your friends would, like, you just make it like this really crazy big group vacation, go get drunk in Mexico for like 4 days and then come back.
Yeah, that sounds way better than the purge, honestly.
Yeah. Which I guess is where the whole "oh, it's attack on the poor" kind of situation comes in
Mm,
because, like,
fair, fair.
poor I mean, but, like, you don't have to, like, fly to Mexico or stay in a nice hotel. You could literally just I would imagine the, like, most dangerous parts of Mexico are still better than the Purge in your hometown
I mean, I
for the
would
most
think
part.
so. I would think so
So
because I would feel like if it was like here
yeah.
and they gave these people 12 hours, I would be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, okay?
Yeah.
These people already have guns. They already do. Like,
Yeah.
that's scary enough. And then you're going to give them 12 hours to do whatever they want. They have been
Yeah.
waiting to shoot somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and can you imagine? I bet you anything people keep, like, tallies throughout the year. Be
I'm
like
sure.
everybody has a list,
I'm
and,
sure.
like,
Yeah, that's
if
why I'm like, "Ooh, man, see, that's why I would flee because I know I'd be like on
yeah.
a dozen lists, and I'm not trying to do that."
Yeah, you're like, no, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Bye."
we're going to Canada, guys. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so I wonder if people leave. I also kind of wonder because, like, so it's 12 hours, nothing is illegal. So I wonder if people come to America to participate in the purge, you know? Because, like, your country doesn't offer that. So you're going to go to America, which would be crazy, but people will do that. But also, like, because, like, nothing is illegal. So, like, do a lot of people who have been waiting to, like, come into the country to live here,
Probably
like,
a big tourist
immigrate?
event.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, but, like, now is your time to, like, illegally immigrate to America. I mean, you're literally immigrating on the most dangerous night of the year, but, like
Right, like at your own risk, do it, but you could probably do it.
yeah, and then, like so, like, border control is just, like, the American side of border control, just, like, off for the night, and then it's just, like, Canada and Mexico's border control that's happening,
Probably.
because then, like I mean, you still might get shot by your own government, but you could also make it to America. Like, this
Yeah,
is just,
if you
like,
tried.
this concept just, like, opens so many little doors. And that's
Right.
why I feel like the more they make about this universe is probably the reason it gets worse because you just start poking holes into everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, but what about this? And what about this? And they're like, that's not the story we're telling. And I'm like, but I need to know if I
You're
could
like,
go to the Hot Topic during the purge and grab whatever I wanted. Like,
I need to know I need to know what the day after is gonna look like. I need to
yeah,
know
I
also,
need,
like, you're shutting off emergency services, so, like, the phone lines are gonna be down. Is that gonna be working?
yeah, like, can I, like, if we're both locked in our safe houses, can I still call you? Like,
Can I still go scroll on TikTok to see what's going on?
could we stream? Like, could I,
Oh.
like, stream a game? I mean, probably nothing that, like, involves shooting, but, like,
Live stream The Purge?
I bet you anything a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
Which would be kinda
probably.
crazy because, like, so, like, nothing is illegal, but, like, each, like, social media platform has their, like, rules. So does that mean, like, all of their rules also go out the window for 12 hours? Because, like, you know how, like, if you post something, like, on if you if you use copyrighted music on Twitch, they're like, "Nope, ban."
Uh-uh.
So, like, could I do a 12-hour nonstop Bad Omens music stream during the purge?
I think that should be allowed. I say it is. As a founding father of The Purge, I say that that's allowed.
Like, it's kind of like you I mean, I know we're getting really nitpicky, but, like, it would just be interesting to know. Like, again, the first movie's 2013, so, like, to me anyways, it's kind of like the rise of YouTube and YouTubers and streamers. So it'd be like the very, like, beginning, but, like, I wonder, like, if because technically we are living in purge years, like,
Yes.
Like with their, cuz like the premise is that nothing is illegal.
Mhm.
So I just like, it would just be really interesting. But also, like, if nothing is illegal, why is it everybody's like and I say everybody's loosely, first instinct to be like, I can murder
Right, I'm
my
like,
boss.
I'm
Like,
trying to steal a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to go
yeah.
shopping all night, like, that's not
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Like, let's
kill
go to the Amazon
anybody.
warehouse.
Right, like, let's go raid the mall, let's
Yeah.
go to Costco, like, that's what
Mhm.
I'm trying to do. I don't know what these people are trying to do, they're crazy.
Yeah, like literally millennials and Gen Zs would be like in the grocery stores and
Yeah, I'd be
in
filling up my
Walmart.
gas tank, okay?
Yeah, we would literally be like filling up every single vessel with gas, like taking all of the alcohol, all of the toilet paper. Like it would be like COVID times but worse
Yeah.
because it would be not illegal to just take stuff. It would be interesting. I feel like they should do, I don't know, because again, the first one is set in 2022, so they're only working further into the future, except for obviously the one I think it's called the first Purge, which is
Mhm.
supposed to be about the first one. Um, they didn't say in this first movie what number Purge it was. I was expecting it to be kind of like a Hunger Games situation where they would do this big flowery announcement of what Purge year it was. Um, they did not. So they just kind of left it ambiguous, but yeah, I don't know. But it would be interesting to see everything more updated, to see how
Yeah.
that would, like, taking into like current events and current things that we're doing, how that would react with things like the Purge.
Yeah, that would be interesting. What would you rate this movie?
Um, I think I'm gonna give it like maybe like a 6.5 out of 10.
I was gonna say a 6. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, somewhere in that range. Like, it's good. I think this one
I
is
think the
good.
concept is good, and I think that, like, the idea is cool, and it's, like, it is a good, like, action-filled movie, but, like,
Mhm.
it's not anything, like, it's not
It
it's
had
just
a lot
okay.
of stereotypical like tropes in it. Again, and I don't know if that's me watching it in 2025 versus 2013, but it was just kind of like I saw that the girlfriend or the daughter was, one, definitely not giving up the boyfriend. And then two, when the boyfriend snuck back into the house, I was like, he's gonna shoot the dad. And then he tried and failed and died. So it was just like I saw like there was nothing truly like it was like, ah, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Like it makes
Mhm.
sense.
Mhm.
I thought the acting was very good. I just some of I mean, like Ethan Hawke looked great in this movie, but what's her name? Lena?
Mhm.
Her haircut was too much.
Not it.
It was, yeah, I was like, I don't know about that. But I did like that they were kind of the only like two people that I recognized.
Mhm.
So it definitely made it feel like a little bit more, I would say, realistic, I guess. Because it literally could, like, this could take place at any in any state kind of
Mhm.
situation. It could be anybody. Um So yeah, it was interesting. It was good. I feel like the further we dive into this universe, I feel like the 6.5 rating might go down a little bit.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think like
Which also, like,
vis
this one, I think is, like,
yeah.
rated pretty low too, like,
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. I feel like they the later ones, just from like what I've seen, they get a lot more stylized. So you get a lot more iconic purge imagery. But I feel like that's the only thing that's gonna keep it afloat. And potentially if they use some kind of signature soundtrack, feel like that could help. There was no like songs like with like what am I trying to say? I don't know. Like no like recognizable songs. It was just all
Nothing like
instrumental.
memorable, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a music score. It wasn't like they used like a pop song or a rock song. Like they didn't use a song to tie to this movie. So I feel like that could be the only thing that would maybe but it also might date it too, which I feel like is why they didn't do that. Um but yeah, so like I mean, it's good. I it was an okay use of my $4. Uh I think Apple should just let me be able to watch it for the whole month, but
I
48
mean,
hours is
for
fine, I guess.
for $4, you freaking should. Movie came out in
Yeah.
2013 and you're charging $4 to rent it for
Yes.
48 hours?
Yeah, and it's literally on no streaming service, and I'm like I hate that like nobody is a physical media person besides like me because otherwise I would have just been like, "Hey, can I borrow this movie?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. It wasn't scary. It's definitely more thriller, action situation. Would I watch it again? Maybe. Like I feel like if it's one of those situations where like I'm in a hotel and it's on TV, sure, I'll sit and watch
Yeah.
it. Like it'd just be good background noise. It's not like one that I would go out and buy on DVD, you know? It's also not one that like if I saw it in the $5 movie bin at Walmart, I'd be like, nah, that's okay. I don't need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was. I'm glad I watched it though because I feel like a lot of people talk about the Purge and a lot of people like are inspired by the Purge for various like horror things. So
Mhm.
I think it's definitely an essential to see if you like the horror slash thriller genre.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like seeing the first Scream movie. Although I love the first Scream movie with all my heart. I can't believe it took me so long to watch any of those, but that one's a good one. But I feel like it's definitely a part of that like foundation group of you should probably watch these if you like this genre.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else to add?
I think that's everything. It's
All right.
purge time.
I don't think that's how the saying
Oh.
goes.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But also, like, it gives a little bit more context to the Purge show that we saw at Universal. Because
Mhm.
I went in with, like, really just, like, I knew the basic storyline of the Purge, but, like, now, like, all, like, the blood and stuff makes a lot more sense because the blood is definitely a big part of the Purge. Just as from this first movie, I imagine it gets more gory as we go on.
Mhm.
Um, so I think just like based from this movie, the fact that they could come up with a whole show for Horror Nights was like really cool.
Yeah. They did a really good job on it.
Yeah. So maybe they should turn that show into like a short film or something. I think that'd
That'd
be
be
kind of cool.
cool.
Um, but yeah, so that is all we have for you guys for this episode. So make sure to subscribe to wherever you're listening. Follow us on all the socials because upload schedule may or may not get a little wonky. We're going to try our best to keep it not wonky. But follow us on the socials, keep you up to date. And we will see you guys in the next spooky episode. So bye.
Bye.